man, maybe we are viewing Ayuk differently. Maybe he's not a $30 million guy. But if he's a $27 million guy, it's like, God, dog, like, that was just a different number than we was initially thinking. Yeah.
I disagree with him in that I think that's exactly what we'd be doing with this receiver core, is getting by.
No. But, like, getting by, though, I think, like, you might say getting by and is not as, like, a bad thing. I think for him, he's like, yo, we're not getting by, meaning if we want to go to where we're talking about going, this wide receiver group as it stands today is not good enough unless GP or somebody takes a step that we haven't seen thus far.
Yeah.
I think that's what he means by getting by, not like, yeah, we can't get by with them. Like, we would just be getting by.
We getting by. But I also
Right.
think we can be a formidable team by getting by with the receiver core because of Arthur Smith and the system and how we probably want to approach the run game with this offense.
Fair, but everything you just said sounds just like I've heard the past 3 years. We can get by. We can just do this. We can overcome that. This is good enough.
If we can upgrade, let's upgrade. Yeah, no doubt about it. But, I mean, I don't know. You get Muth more involved. Yeah, you're right. Pickens elevates, and then one of these upside receivers. Yeah. One of them's got to stick. Right. One of them's got to find some type of connection with Russ. Like, you can make a case.
But you just named three what ifs, though. We said, what if Muth steps up? What if GP steps up? What if one of these I don't want to call them no-name receivers, but what if one of the others step up? It's
I think the Muth and GP
that's three different others we got to worry about.
Realistic, or more realistic than calling for Quez Watkins or Callaway or Mims.
I would agree.
Van Jefferson to be our number 2. Like, I actually think those should happen.
I would agree.
With Russ and Arthur Smith and hopefully an improved O-line. I think like those things should happen naturally. If Muth just doesn't get hurt, when he's out there, like he's a valuable asset. We just got to give him the ball more. And then Pickens, year 3, jumping up from 1,100, should happen.
I mean, we assumed that
there are question marks.
Yeah, because it's
no
like
doubt.
every year we assume that Muth is going to take a jump, and for whatever reason it is, whether it's quarterback, coordinator, availability, it's like, all right, it hasn't happened. For GP now, it's like, all right, are you going to be the next one that we're going to say can, or are you actually going to do it, right? And that's, I think, where we at with. That's kind of at least how I view the wide receiver room. It's like, yeah, we got speculation on players, but we still do want to actually see them develop because we've done that, and that's why. When we brought up Claypool, whenever that was, right, it was like, yo, remember we talked about Claypool the same way. At the time, people talked about Juju like this. And it's like, we kind of do this, and then it takes a year or two, and we're like, oh, dang, all right, maybe he's not where we thought it was. That's my only fear with it, man.
Yeah, there's no reason not to upgrade if you can.
No.
Which we have a couple avenues, because you even still got some guys in free agency.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we're all feeling amazing about. Like, some of the names are Odell and Chark and Tyler Boyd. So you could do that. You could do the draft. You could trade for Ayuk, Higgins. Like, I expect us to. But even with the Taj Washington pick, I think you roll with him. I think you still sign a guy. Like, let's just say our draft happens. I think then you sign a guy. So let's say you have Pickens, DJ Chark, Taj Washington,
that's
Calvin
a different
Austin.
Combo,
Who else do we got? I mean, I listed them already. But now I'm forgetting them all. Denzel Mims, Callaway. Like, hey, with a Russell Wilson and Arthur Smith, like, you know what?
You're not off. It's just those guys aren't currently on the roster right now. So that's the part where we're like, well, if one of those dudes are here, or we've already seen these dudes, step up, the moves, the, GPs, then it's a different feeling. But today, we kind of sit here like, well, outside of speculation, outside of just we feel that they can do that, it's like, would have any of them done that we feel that they are ready to just as is? And I think that's Juby. I think that's Juby's stance on it. Yeah.
Let me put it to you this way. Russ and that Broncos team beat Mahomes with much worse on offense.
Yeah.
I'd say worse receivers than what I just rattled off right there.
Yeah.
Worse run game. I don't know. Maybe probably even worse defense if we can be an optimal defense. Like, I think we win game, like, be serious contenders. But I don't want to just leave it at that if we still do have more room for improvement and everything. I don't think it's one of those things you write off the season if that's the framework of our receiver room.
Yeah. Fair.
You know what I mean? Just with the style that Arthur Smith brings to the table and everything, and probably what our identity is going to be on offense, and having Russ in here.
I'm with you.